her daughter's couch, and I think she couch surfs.
That's awful.
I
I
mean,
mean,
to be 60 years old and couch surf. I mean,
and then
that's
to say, well, I'm Sonia, how about being non-famous, like all these wonderful people listening, and
Yeah.
having a home and going out on a Friday night and having just a wonderful dinner with like a real friend,
Right.
having
instead
real
of taking four people with you to boost your ego and then not pay the bill.
Right.
Look at me, I'm celebrity. But what does that really mean?
It
Because
doesn't do anything
a
for
true
you.
celebrity, the ones that I know, like the Angelina Jolies, the Jennifer Anistons, the first ladies of America, and you know, Vanna White and all the Betty Whites, all the rest of them that have walked through my door all these years that I've serviced and I've made gowns for, that
Correct.
I've been on the carpet with, or I've helped them do the TV series with, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They appreciate and value their job, respect the paycheck, and then they're able then to translate that into the world that they live in for their family, for the careers, and the direction that they have for what makes them happy. Not so much that, look at me, I'm a celebrity, I'm at Whole Foods,
Yeah.
I should get that orange for free. I'm like, why?
Betty White did the nicest thing. Remember? One of the nicest things she did for us. And we didn't even ask for it. And we could have done it ourselves. She bought tickets for the SAG Awards, for the dinner and everything for us, and surprised us with it because we were going to the SAG Awards, but we were just going to help and put her together and all of that. And she's like, no, 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 I want you there. And it was
She actually paid for the tickets.
Yeah.
She didn't have to pay for the tickets.
beautiful thing.
But she said, you know what? I would like for you to be my guest.
Yeah.
And
And-
that's a fucking
oh,
legend. This is
yeah.
an actual legend.
And she and you know, I almost started crying because I'm like, you don't have to pay, Betty. It's fine.
She
I
said-
mean,
she goes, no.
and the assistant was like, you know, they'll just comp it. She's like, no,
She goes, I'm going to pay.
I want to pay because I want them to be treated with respect.
As
I
guests.
don't want them to just be like, oh, they're just extra hanger-oners or
Right.
whatever. Oh, they're my team. They're my
No.
they're staff extras. No, I want to pay because I want people to understand that they're valued in my life.
Yes.
Therefore, you should extend respect and value to them equally. And I think that's something to be said. And
that was what a class act.
yeah,
Because we were not expecting that at all. Thought we were just going to go help her get ready, be on the red
And that
carpet in
was-
the background. Help her.
obviously I would do it anyway. It
Yeah.
wasn't even about that.
Yeah.
But it
That
was
is an icon.
it was very humbling to know that somebody cared for
Of
what I
this
was
caliber
doing
too. Like this.
and the respect that they showed me and how they wanted everyone else.
Right.
And it's not about the payment. I think it's the thought and the gratitude
Yes.
that goes behind it. And I'm sure if Sonia had called up the restaurant and said, by the way, I don't have any money right now, or I brought, you know,
No, she did. She
five
called.
other
No,
guests.
she talked to he said the owner called into Jeff's show and said that she called and said she was going to bring 3 people.
Right.
No,
She
her
brought-
and 2 others. So 3
Yeah.
guests.
Correct.
So you don't do that. You don't get
So
in a
that's
and then
correct.
change everything.
If you think it's
Oh,
being right, if you think it's
Celebrity.
being comped and you're bringing 2 and then you just decide to bring 4, oh, it's being comped, just come on along. That's rude to begin with.
But
Yeah.
there's a level of that. I mean, if she had said, you know what, but I don't want you to, you know, I had already arranged for 3, but now there's 5. So can I, you know, like, can we something? But everybody understands all that. That's not a problem.
I just don't
walk
know.
out on a bill. Who walks
But
out on
why
a bill?
aren't- But why aren't anybody else pitching for the bill? Why is it just her responsibility? Why aren't the other people that are sitting there having a nice meal and a nice time saying, you know what, Sonia, thank you for bringing us to this.
Do you want to know
restaurant."
why? I can answer that.
Why?
Because I've also been comped many times myself. First of all, it's always a little bit awkward. Like when you get a dinner and it's this and that, and you're like, okay, it is. So it is. I don't even like it either. I would rather just say, let's go to where we went
Yeah.
to Novikov, and just we had a great time that night. And like, okay, we don't have to kiss anyone's ass here or speak to anyone if we don't want to. But even that, there's still a human being bringing you the food. You still have to tip them. But regardless of that, I'll tell you why that no one else, because like people, attract like people. So when you ask me if I want to reconcile with any of these crazy psychotic people, I don't, because I have a good group of real I think Sonja's probably with 4 freeload hanger-oners. Like attracts like. There's no one with
Right.
any class sitting
Birds
there.
of a feather.
I'm gonna
Yes.
go back to what you said. The psychotic people,
Uh-huh.
they're some of the people you don't talk to are my very good friends,
I
and
know.
psychotic. So I don't want to call. I don't think you should be calling them
Well,
psychotic.
again, when this happens, again, I also think not only do I say that they're psychotic, they're also bullies. Because if you have a problem with a word that comes, I mean, I like to double down for it. If you have a problem with a word that comes out of my mouth, oh, you're afraid of me. You can't, you can't, you can't confront me directly. I don't know why someone is going to you, the nicest guys, and you didn't say anything. If you're sitting here uncomfortable when I'm calling someone psychotic or a bully who's afraid of me, you're not saying anything. So why would someone come to you and make this your problem? So I agree. You're not saying it. Let's be very clear. You're not saying these people are psychotic. You're not saying anything about these people.
Well, I guess the
You're
human.
actually sticking up for them. So I mean, I don't know why anyone would have a problem with you
But when you
based on
say,
something that comes out of my mouth.
but when you're saying psychotic, I feel like that's like a
Oh.
mental condition.
Yeah.
So
That's a
I feel like there I don't see the maybe the actions to you could be bullish and
No,
psychotic. But that's a hard
Yeah.
that's a hard word.
Yeah.
but
That's a
I
lot.
see, but I see it. I see it.
You
And
have felt it
also,
on your skin.
No.
no, but you know what? Also, it's not just psychoticness. It's like I feel sorry. I feel
Yeah.
sorry because what a miserable life. If you, I have another quote here if you'd like.
No. Okay, let's hear it.
Oh my God. No
Listen, Paul,
archives.
you have the rose-colored glasses, and this is here. This is you
I'm not
want.
even wearing any glasses
Oh,
this
fuck.
time.
Guys,
My
this
own
isn't
words
planned.
back in my mouth.
I just have this. No, but I do. It's not. I do see psychoticness. I see some alcoholism, but I also feel the compassion and stuff. Because here's the thing: this is no way to live a life. Why getting triggered is never a good thing. The reaction trap. If you're a happy person and if you know who you are, and you know who you are inside, no matter what I say, it shouldn't affect you. It's when you have a vision of yourself and someone else says something and you really feel that way deep down when the lights go out and there's no one around except you and the darkness, and you really feel like shit about yourself. If someone reinforces those feelings about yourself, you go psycho. Someone could say anything about me. He's not a lawyer. Well, do I defend this? Because I know that's ridiculous. But here we go. Emotional reactions give other powers over you. So I'm okay with people reacting to me because I got the power, apparently, according to this. If words control you, like some people, everyone else can control you. You should. So if these people are your friend, it's not up to you, but you should feel bad for these people and maybe try to help them. I'm not saying you, someone should try to help them. It's not up to me. I feel bad for these people.
Maybe there's going to be a day when you're going to give me a list and I'm going to have a party and get you guys all in the same room.
How about this? The more reactive, any of these friends of yours are reactive? The more reactive you are, the more manipulatable you become. Ooh, some of your friends are manipulatable.
Like,
I'm not. You see me reacting, I ain't manipulatable.